my bro fam, thank you for tuning back into the channel. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Each and every subscription helps. Hit that button. Cheap Not Broke fam, what's going on, everybody? It's Thursday. Welcome back to the show. Thank you all for tuning in. Life running late, but we are here on a Thursday night. Thank you all for tuning in a little bit late with me. I always appreciate it. Thank you all to my followers, subscribers, everybody who follows and likes the channel, watches the content. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. We're going to get into it tonight. This is a really relevant topic of discussion. Are you paying $100 for a haircut? Because I've seen a couple memes. I've seen even a couple people discussing it, talking about it. How much a haircut costs? How much are you willing to pay for your hair to get cut, to get the clean cut? So you can be out there looking crispy. As you see, I don't subscribe. I do not subscribe to the cuts. I'm natural, so I go natural. But a lot of guys out here getting that haircut every 2 weeks, every second Friday, every fourth Friday of the month. You got to step on in there and get bladed up. Now, I have to edge myself up. I got to still shave. I can't have all the wolf man on my face. But yeah, I do all that myself. I don't go to the barber. I do all that at home. But I've seen some of these videos on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, guys paying well over $200 for a haircut. Now, they are paying for a service. They're getting, like a facial scrub. They're getting a, nose trim. They're getting all kind of crazy stuff done. A lot of good stuff for the money. But are you willing to pay for that? How much are you willing to pay for a haircut? And also, I wanted to put up there because I know ladies pay a lot more money than men. But how much are you willing to pay for a haircut? And are you satisfied with your haircut? Because, you get your haircut, you may not feel like it's a $200 haircut, $300 haircut, or whatnot. Now, I would say this, the average haircut now, $35, $40 plus tip. You might be out of there about $50 with the tip. Yeah. Some of these people, they charging about that. So long as the $15 haircuts or the $20 haircut. You used to be able to get your haircut for $20. Not anymore. I would assume and guess most haircuts start at about $30. You're going to pay about $30. And that's just for the basic cut. No edge up. You're going home with no edge up, no beard cleanup, nothing. Maybe not even getting the alcohol down for $30. That's an extra $5. You got to pay $35. So I would imagine the average haircut is around $30 in America nowadays. I'm gonna have to guess so. Because you got all these different services. You got these guys that put all the mist on your face and all this other stuff. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for all that. How much is the average haircut in the USA? Oops. Average haircut in the U.S. Yep, national average $30-$50. I was spot on with that. Big cities, New York, LA, San Francisco, $60 to $100. Small town, rural areas, $20 to $30. Women's national average, $45 to $90. Big cities, $100 to $150, especially with a blow dry or styling. Basic trim, $30 to $60. Children's haircut, $15 to $30. Yeah, I was right. I was spot on about that. I said about 30 to 50 is about your average haircut. That's how much you're going to pay right about now to get your haircut. And, it is what it is. You got to get done. You can't go out looking crazy, or you can learn to do it yourself. But that takes time, too. So you're going to have to either have some time or you're going to have some money. If you don't have either, you're going to be going around looking like a wolf man. You're going to be looking crazy. And nobody wants to walk around looking unkept. You've seen some of the people who are homeless. You see some of the homeless people and they get a haircut and they clean them all up. Looks like a whole new person. A haircut matters. Grooming yourself matters. It's something you got to do. You can't skip out on it, but you got to pay the price. But how much are you willing to pay, and what all do you want done? You want the facial? You want the hot towel? You don't want them to trim your nose hairs, trim up your beard. I don't even. Does the beard trim come included? I don't know. I don't know if you got it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have beard. But I'm assuming you might have to pay a little extra for the beard trim. Or some people just going for the beard trim don't need a haircut. You got to pay for that. So maybe they got a beard trim combo. I don't know. Something like that. That's maybe what they have. They might have something like that. I don't know. But the haircut has creeped up over time. And I think now with social media, and also you have the haircut. You have an app where you can make an appointment and get your haircut. Because I was not a fan. The reason why I don't like getting my haircut. I don't want to sit in the barbershop on a Saturday, all day Saturday with my Saturday, wasting my Saturday away, waiting on to get a haircut. No thanks. I'd rather keep it natural, let it grow, give me some. I don't have to wait in line for no hair product. I don't have to wait in line for any of that. So I can just get out there, do what I got, wash it up, condition it up, part it up, bam, I'm gone. That's all I got to do. I don't do all that stuff. I don't have to wait in line for a haircut. I don't do any of that stuff. I can just go on about my damn business. I don't have time. I don't have time to sit there all day on a Saturday waiting for a haircut. That's not what I want to do. I don't have time for it. I don't know. Some people make it like a joke. Like, oh, barbershop banter. To get in there and fellowship in the barbershop. I don't want to do none of that. I want to go. I'll get my haircut and go. Here's my money. Let me get my cut. And I'm gone. About my business. I don't want to stay around here and do none of that. Some people like going to get a haircut every 2 weeks. Not me. And if I do go, I want an appointment and I want to walk in and get my haircut within 5 minutes of my appointment. I'm not trying to sit here another 20, 30 minutes. Do none of that. Haircut takes too long. Man, haircut for me, I just have to drive all the way to another city to get my haircut. Well, live in LA. But I have to drive to Inglewood to get my haircut, which is 25, 35 minutes maybe, depending on traffic. I have to drive all the way out there to get my haircut, then drive all the way back. So that's an hour round trip just to get my haircut. Oh, man. And then, now, my barber, he was pretty good about getting me in. So I go in there, he give me, I get sat within, 10, 15 minutes, that's cool. But honestly, I want to get sat within 5. I would like to get sat within 5, go ahead and get my haircut. Do what I gotta do and go about my business. I don't want to be here that long. That's what deters me from going back to get a haircut. I don't want to sit there and go get and wait all that time. I like my curls too. I've grown accustomed to my wig. It's real nice. Feels soft. Smells good. Especially when I juice and berry it up. Juices and berries. When I put all that stuff in there, it smells amazing. But I don't want to go back to the little cut. No time soon. I don't have desire. And like I said, I don't want to pay $60 to $100 because I'm around them LA prices. $60 to $100 to get your haircut. No, thank you. No, thank you. Example cities: New York, men $60 to $100, women $100 to $200 get a haircut. Haircut for Los Angeles $50 to $80, women $90 to $160. Ew. Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas $35 to $60 for men, women $60 to $120. Smaller cities, suburbs $25 to $40 for men. $45, $75 for women. Yeah, okay. You must be going to great cuts to get that stuff cut that cheap. I don't think it's gonna look like nothing to get it cut that cheap. No thanks. Spend a little money, get your hair cut. Go with somebody who's good, who knows what they're doing. That's a professional. You're paying for their experience, not the haircut. Because some people cut your hair and it looks terrible because they don't know what they're doing. But then you go to the professional, and he knows what he's doing. He's gonna take care of you. He's gonna have you looking right and tight when you walk up out of there. And you didn't pay, yes, you paid for the haircut, but you pay for his expertise. Because you can also go to Great Cuts in Walmart and get a haircut and walk around looking like a damn fool. You don't want to do that. And I don't see white men, black men. I don't see really nobody in there getting a haircut at Great Cuts. Nah. They just hire people off the street. This guy, he cuts hair and he teaches night school. Like, no, I'm not looking for that. I want somebody else who can really cut this hair and know what the hell is going on. Drop a comment, hit that like button. Tell me, how much are you willing to pay for a haircut? What is too expensive? What is over the top? For me, over 60. I mean, 60. I can understand 60 if this person is really good, but over $60, no, no, not interested. I can't pay over $60. But how much would you be willing to pay to get your hair cut nowadays? How much are you paying? If you're a guy with a low cut, how much are you paying now to get your hair cut? Because I know you got to get that thing cut. You can't walk around looking all crazy. Sometimes I do, but it's that's a whole other conversation. But you don't want to walk around looking all crazy. You want to make sure you keep your hair cut. Because at a certain length, it don't look good. My length is okay. I can walk around. I can walk around with it like this, and I am fine. But other people cannot do that. They cannot do that. So, $50 to $60. And they also talk about you got barbers that come out to your house. You got celebrity barbers. Of course, they cost a lot of money because they got celebrities that can afford to pay them. But you do got traveling barbers that come to your place and cut your hair. How much would you be willing to pay for that? Me? I'm going in. I'm coming in. I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna save my money. I'm not gonna let you just cut my hair. I'm gonna save my money and do all that. Hello, Mom. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Feelings home. But yeah, back to the haircuts. How much are you willing to pay? Are you willing to pay somebody to come out to your place and cut your hair for you? Now, they got to be there within time now. Don't be showing up no hour late, 30 minutes late. That's going to be unacceptable. I'm not going to have that. You got to be here on time. I hired you because I got stuff to do. I hired you because I got stuff to do. So, if you bringing it on, you got your own traveling barber. Shout out to you. You ballin'. You got some real money to have a traveling barber with you. Ladies, how much are you paying to get your haircuts? Now let's run by these numbers again for the ladies, for those who missed. Example cities, men. We're just gonna do focus on women. Example cities, women 100 to 200. Just get your hair cut. Oh man, that's a lot of money. Los Angeles 690 to 160. Oh. Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, 60 to 120. Smaller cities, 45 to 75. Now, this is on average how much the ladies are having to pay to get their hair done. So, I don't know how much the ladies are paying, but, please let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know how much you're paying to get your hair done. We'd love to hear from you and see how much that is. Now, like I said, when you get the haircut, a lot of people are providing a whole lot of extra services. You're getting their facial, their massaging your cheekbones, and all kind of stuff, giving you lemonade, whatever. They're really improving the service. So if you're willing to pay, because like I said, you're not just paying for the haircut, you're paying for the person's expertise on how good they cut your hair, and two, when you hey, lost my train of thought. When you get your hair done, you're not just paying for the expertise, you're paying for the their skill level as well. But that's how it goes. That's what you're doing. You're paying for all that. You want to make sure they know what they're doing, and you're getting your money's worth. You want to make sure you're getting your money's worth. Has anybody dropped a comment? Oh yeah, the services, this facial, the all kind of extra stuff. Are you willing to pay the extras for the haircut? They pay for the service. They come by your face with the mist thing. Now they moisturize your face. All kind of stuff. This is not your average haircut. Are you willing to pay more money for all those things? That is a good question. Am I? No, I am not. Because I don't have to go get my hair cut as it is now. So no, I'm not willing to pay. But if you're a person getting your hair cut every week, are you going to pay the extra upcharge for the facial massage, for all the other things that comes along with it? Hot towel, whatever the case, are you willing to pay more money to get all that experience? Let me know. Drop a comment. We're going to go to break real quick, and we're going to be right back. We are back, and we're talking how much are you willing to pay for the haircut, getting your groom done. But let's step outside of haircuts for a minute. Massages. Massages cost about $60 an hour. Are you getting massages? Are you doing everything you need to do to keep yourself in shape? Keep yourself running like a well-oiled machine and looking like something. Haircut. You want to look like somebody. You want to look like something. So that's why we brought that up. Are you willing to pay more than $100 for a haircut? But two, the extra services like getting your nails done, getting your you might get your feet done. All kind of extra services that men pay for now. Doesn't mean anything. Just say men like to be pampered and all these other things too. So let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know. Are you willing to pay for that stuff? I would like to know. All right, cool. So we're going to keep it moving along. We'll get to this news. Let's pull up the news. Let's pull up the news. Okay. Here we go. Got the news going. All right. Well, we're just going to get into it all together tonight. All right. Let's do it. It's time for Interesting News. Time for Interesting News. What the heck we got going on out here today? What do we have going on out here today? Let's see. Oh, got sunburned when I was out of town. So it was cooking me. Let's see. What we got going on? Where's my news articles? Where's my stuff? I had something else on here. That ain't it. Okay. Well, let's get into this one. Nike quietly raises prices on top selling sneakers, but refuses to pin hikes on tariffs. Yeah, Nike. First off, Nike is crazy. They don't put out nearly enough shoes. They got so many different models of stuff, and they don't put out nothing. Nike. Let's get into it. It's reasonable to assume because of the tariffs that the way the math works out, that is a 10% tariff can be offset by a 3% or 5% price increase. The company, however, refused to attribute the unannounced hikes on President Trump's 10% tariff levied on Vietnam or 30% tax from China. We regularly evaluate the business in making pricing adjustments as a part of the season planning. Thus, the company, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to bore you with all that. But basically, Nike knows what's going to happen. They know it's going to be a crash. They know that long before everybody else. But we don't get an opportunity to pull our money out, right? Stock market goes to the tank. We're all screwed. Nobody told me. Nobody said nothing to me. Yeah, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. But get you some money. You can change all that. All right. Let's see what we got. Where my business news at? This is not what I'm looking for. Well, we knew that. Macy's slashes profit forecast, warns of surgical price hikes due to tariffs. I don't know how Macy's even stays in business. I really don't. Who is going to Macy's to buy anything? When the last time you heard somebody say, I need to go to Macy's and get my stuff? You haven't. Because people aren't going to Macy's like that. It's just not. Nobody's going to Macy's. Somebody like Macy's. I'm not going to say nobody goes, but Big Lots. I used to go to Big Lots all the time. A couple of Big Lots I used to go to have closed. Let's see. A lot of places have closed. But yeah, I don't see how Macy's like a little more on the higher end side. I don't, kids in their 20s are not going to Macy's to buy clothes. So they're going to have to just, keep catering to the generation that's shopping there now, or, you're gonna lose out and you're not gonna make any money. You're not gonna make any money. All right, and let's see. We got the last story of the night. Um. Hmm. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, this is wild. Aurora's new self-driving trucks have already logged 1,200 miles on Texas freeways. So, yep, they're trying to get into business with self-driving trucks, which is going to put a lot of people out of business because you're going to have truck drivers not going to be able to drive. But, do you really think AI is going to take over everything? We're not going to have nothing to do? Like, some people feel like, if you got robots and everybody doing all your cooking, you don't have to work, and they're working for you. You can go do all your free time. Like, well, people don't know what to do with their free time. They're not ready for all that free time. I am. I would like it. I would like some free time. So, yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Are you going to go get a haircut for $100? Drop a comment. Let me know. Is that something you would do, me personally? Service has got to be great. It's got to be a really good service, Really, I got to come out feeling amazing for $100. You can't be cut, and the cut got to be fire too for me to pay $100 for the haircut and for the upward service. You got the facial service and all that stuff. So we would see. I don't know, but no time soon I'm paying $100 for a haircut. Nope, not me. I'm not doing it. You can have it. Forget it. No. The answer is no. The answer is no. All right, everybody. Man, the week has flown by. It's Thursday already. Man, I feel like I just came back from vacation. But I'm here. Cheap Not Broke. Tomorrow, I got my video about the fair. I did a $100 challenge at the fair. So you can check that out tomorrow. Check that out. And, yeah, what else we got? Flowerbed Funnies, June 13th. Back in Long Beach. Another family. Another fun favorite comedy show. So come on out if you want to laugh. $100. Josh Brown, what's happening? $100. Yeah, man. $100. I saw a $100 haircut. I saw a $200 haircut. So what they do is with the $100 haircut, they cut your hair. They put this cream on you. They wipe it off with a towel. They hand shave you. All this good stuff. Like pluck your nose hairs. A lot. It's just like a whole service. I don't know if they massage your hands. I don't know if I want no man doing that. But yeah, they do a lot. And this is what you're paying for the $100 service. So, I mean, I don't know. $100 for the haircut. You're not paying for the haircut. You're paying for the service. And am I with it? Am I going to do it? Nah, probably not. I'm probably not. Like I said, you can always get your own clippers and do this stuff yourself. You can get on YouTube, watch some tutorials, and learn how to cut yourself. A lot of people learn how to cut their own hair. I did. I mean, I haven't cut my hair in quite some time. But, as far as lining myself up, I do all that myself. I keep all that stuff done myself. So I have to spend all my money on going and my time. It's money and time. I'm not trying to spend my Saturdays going to the barbershop, going to get a cut, or you got to go on lunch break to go get a cut. You can't go in the morning because your barber probably ain't up cutting that early. So you got to go in lunchtime or the evening time or the weekend. Well, everybody wants to go on the weekend. Lunchtime, he might be too far away. But if not, you got to wait for one person. So, yeah, but you got to get the haircut done. You can't walk around looking all scrubby and crazy, and you can't do that. You got to keep yourself well-groomed. And keeping yourself looking nice costs money. Don't cost me no money because I know how to do it myself. But it costs money. You got to spend that money. And being part of Cheap Not Broke, what am I going to tell you? Get on Amazon. Get yourself some edging clippers, some facial edging clippers or whatnot. Andis makes them. I think Andis is a good brand. And you can cut it out and do what you got to do yourself. Keep it all smooth. That's what I will do. I will cut my own hair. Been doing it for years. That's what I do. Yep, I cut my own hair. Been doing it for years. Same here, Josh Brown. I've been cutting my own hair for a long time. Because, they want too much money and it's too much time. I'm like, I'm not with this, man. I'm ready to go. Then they got on some movie in there you don't want to watch. Nah, man. I haven't had a haircut in quite some time. And I'm not looking to get one no time soon. Edging up, yes, all that other stuff. But, nah. I mean, I'll get a trim. Get my hair trimmed every now and then. But other than that, no, I'm good. I am good. I am Gucci. All right, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a short night, short week, but we're going to be back Monday. Hey, look, so I'm also, if you got topics you want something me to discuss, drop a comment in the video. Let me know what you want me to discuss. I'll do the research. I'll explain the best of my abilities. But hey, I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about too, as well. So if you got a topic you want me to discuss, talk about, or do the research on, let me know. I will be more than glad and happy to do that for you. All right. Phyllis Hall, thank you for the comments. Josh Brown, thank you for the comments. We'll be back on Monday with some more stuff, more Cheap Not Broke. Don't forget to head over to the Cheap Not Broke page and grab some merchandise. Please grab some merchandise. Grab a t-shirt, grab a hat, grab something. It's very much appreciated. Grab some merchandise. All right. Until then, until Monday, take care. Have a safe, great weekend. And I'll see you then. I'll see you on Monday. Take care.